We're supposed to meet here.
All right. What time did she say?
She said 3.
Well, it's a little bit to 3 right now. Why don't I run in and grab the mochas?
Yes, please. Oh, there she is.
All right. I'll be back in a bit. Oh, sorry, dude.
Nor, is that you?
Yo, Kevin! How you been, man? It's been a long time.
You know what? It has been a while, hasn't it? It must be since high school, I think. What's new? How have you been?
Well, I'm actually a project manager for a company out here, but I'm taking a couple of weeks off right now. I just got married.
What are you getting married for? If I recall, didn't you say you wanted to be a, what was it, a player for life?
Yeah, well, that was a long time ago. You know, things have changed since then.
Would you have a near-death experience or something?
No, just started thinking about life a bit more seriously and just wanted to focus on the things that matter.
Speaking of change, would you look at that?
Look at what?
See that girl right there? She used to get around, if you know what I mean.
Oh, man, that's not right. That's my best friend right there.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just saying, it's cool, you know, she's changed too. She's wearing the scarf and all. So you gotta get going? It was nice seeing you, man. We should grab dinner or something sometime. Add me on Facebook. She's wearing the scarf and she's changed too. She used to get around.
Assalamu alaikum, honey.
She's changed too. She's wearing the scarf to get around. Changed too. She's wearing the scarf. She's wearing the scarf. Changed too. She's wearing the scarf.
Nor, wait!
Don't touch me!
What's wrong with you? Why are you acting like this?
Why am I acting like this? I just ran into an old friend who said he knew you back in the day.
What? What did he tell you?
He told me what I should have known before we got married.
You knew I wasn't practicing when I was younger. Why are you doing this?
If you see me walking down the street and I start to cry, you gotta walk on by, walk on, walk on. If you see me walking down the street and I start to cry, you gotta walk on by, walk on, walk on. If you see me walking down the street and I start to cry, you gotta walk on by. If you see me walking down the street and I start to cry, you gotta walk on by. All my life I am alone, and sometimes it feels like I can't take it. I know these walls are closing in. Please somebody help me, I can't face it. All my life I am alone, and sometimes it feels like I can't make it. I know these walls are closing in. Please somebody help me, I can't take this.
Look who decides to show up.
Assalamu alaikum.
What's up, man? How's life? Jeez, how's the wife? Are you guys back together yet? Or... What? Come on, don't tell me you weren't thinking the same thing, man.
Come on, bro. Some decency.
No. To answer your question, no.
How you holding up?
It's been rough. To be honest, it's been rough.
Look, I know it's been rough, right? But it's very easy to solve, right? You're with this wife and you're having troubles. So what you do is you get married to a second wife and you kind of solve it from there, right? Look. I read this very interesting Malaysian article.
Will you stop with the Malaysian thing? Bro, don't listen to this guy. If you do, you'll spend your entire life alone. Have you spoken to her?
No. She sent me a bunch of messages and tried to call me a few times, but I don't know what to say to her. I don't know how I could get back with her knowing her reputation.
Look, you know you didn't have the best reputation yourself. You know.
You can say that again. Remember that shirt you had? Jeez, what was it? Nur means yes? You're such a eyeball.
Yeah, but that was a long time ago. I'm not the same guy anymore.
Right, it's been a long time for both of you, hasn't it? I mean, she's not running around on you now, is she?
No. No, of course not. She's like the perfect girl. She's even helped me with my dean.
Okay, so what's the problem then? You have your past, she has hers. You've both changed, and that's that.
It's not the same.
Thank God it's not the same. Dude, if you were running around chasing men, pretty sure I would feel very uncomfortable hanging around you.
Not like that. I'm a guy. It's different for guys. I don't want to think about my wife like that.
Look, at the end of the day, you need to make a decision. But you can't just leave her hanging like this. It's not fair to her, and it's not fair to you either.
I wouldn't know what to say to her.
Just tell her what you're telling us. Tell her how you feel. One thing's for sure, if you don't speak to her, you'll never know.
Yeah. That's true. I wouldn't know what to say to her.
Tell her how you feel. One thing's for sure, if you don't speak to her, you'll never know.
That's true.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
Can I come in?
Of course I should come in.
How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm good.
Are you and Noah going to be okay?
I hope so. Inshallah.
Did you do something wrong to him?
It's kind of a hard story, Aisha. You know how I always tell you the readings in the Quran can benefit you in this life and the next?
Yes.
And you know how I always say Allah is the most merciful and can forgive all sins?
Yes.
Well, sometimes, even if Allah forgives a person of their sins, that sin can still affect them in this life.
Okay, is that what happened with you?
Yes, that's what happened with me.
السلام عليكم.
وعليكم السلام.
How's everyone doing?
الحمد لله.
Is Mariam home?
Mariam? Mariam, Noor is here.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Do you want to go for a walk?
Okay.
How's your family?
Good.
I just wanted to talk to you.
Okay.
I really don't know what to say.
Just say what you're thinking. That your wife's a hoe, you can't stand and don't want to be with.
No, that's not what I'm thinking.
So what are you thinking? What do you want from me? You made it seem like I deceived you. Like you're perfect. Like you never made mistakes.
It's not what I meant.
So what did you mean?
I don't know. I didn't mean to do anything. I just wanted to wake up next to the perfect wife that I had married. But instead, I go out and some next man tells me things about my wife? It's disturbing to even think that my wife could ever have been with another man. It kills me just to think about it.
But you knew I wasn't practicing when I was younger. You know I struggled with the D when I was growing up. What did you want me to do? Confess my sins to you? Are you a priest?
No, but I think that
But
maybe
what?
should...
I made Toba. I repented to Allah. Did you want me to come and tell you about my ex-boyfriends?
No, of course not.
I made a lot of mistakes.
I made a lot of mistakes too. But it's just different for a guy.
Why is it different? Is it different in the sight of Allah?
No. Of course not.
I regret my past. And if I could take it back, I would. Not even for you, for myself, but I can't.
I know.
I don't expect you to accept me for who I was. But I hope you'll accept me for who I am. And if you can't, then I understand.
It's not even like that. It's just... I looked at you like you're my dream girl. Perfect in every way. You were my world. So when Kevin told me about you, it was like my world was turned upside down.
I'm flattered you held me so highly, but it's not fair. I'm a human being. I'm not perfect. Nobody is.
I know. Let's go home.
Ain't no sunshine
There's no sunshine. There's darkness everywhere. I know you're fit and not alone, but inshallah you'll have sabr. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. A'udhu billahi min ash-shaytan ar-rajim. Be strong. There's many like you in this situation. Never think you're alone. Always know that there's a good brother with you. Fishy be Allah. Alhamdulillah. Listen.
Wonder this time where she's gone. I wonder if she's gone to stay. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. This house just ain't no home. Anytime she goes away.
If you see me walking down the street and I start to cry, you gotta walk on by, walk on, walk on. If you see me walking down the street and I start to cry, you gotta walk on by, walk on, walk on. If you see me walking down the street and I start to cry, you gotta walk on by. If you see me walking down the street and I start to cry, you gotta walk on by.
Assalamu alaikum. How's everyone doing?
How are you?
I'm okay. Is Noor home?